I'm not entirely sure why, but on Amazon it's called a sewing iron. Now this tool is not cheap, and yes, I get it. You're going to be complaining because you want to spend between 100 and 150 pounds on a pry bar. But wait, this one has a party trick. Now I was first put onto this by seeing this in Scott Brown Carpentry's YouTube videos. As you can see, this tool can pivot the head in almost any way. How fantastic is that? I mean, that's a pretty useless position, but I guess it does kind of compact it, and I suppose you could even use it as a hammer, although I'm sure Hultafors would not recommend that. But if you were in a pinch, now the most typical pry bars, you would have it in this kind of position right here. If you're just prying out nails, sometimes if you're lifting a floorboard, you use it from this side, you'd be able to get underneath and pry them up. But there are a few odd situations where this doesn't actually get in all the way, or for example, if you need to get that in and that side's hitting the floor, for example, you can't quite get it in, and what you'd actually want to do, turn this piece and lock it into place, and now you'd be able to get behind your skirting boards, or if there's something in the way, maybe there's a wall in the way and you're trying to get off architrave, this allows you to get into those really awkward positions. I've not had this tool very long, but judging from Scott Brown Carpentry's YouTube videos, he's had his for quite some time, and it's faring up very, very well. I was very skeptical at first about this mechanism in here, but he actually took it apart and showed in a video what this looks like. And you can see the steel is really thick. As per my previous 2 YouTube videos on Hultafors tools, the steel that Hultafors uses is fantastic. And honestly, guys, I would expect nothing less. And the way it locks in place is with these teeth mechanisms in here. So they marry up in there. And when you tighten that up, that locks in place. And once it's locked in place, it stays in place. It doesn't work itself loose. I've never had any issues with it. I've never had any issues trying to undo it. I've never had to get a pair of grips on there to try and undo it. It's an all-around very easy tool to use. Yes, it is a pry bar, but when you are in the trade, or for example, if you're a DIYer, you don't want to be buying multiple different tools just because the first one you bought didn't work for a certain purpose. You want to be able to buy something that is good in all realms of what it is used for.